This video is about Edwin Powell Hubble, the man who enlarged the universe. Before him, the Milky Way was considered the entire universe. After his discoveries, we came to know we live in an expanding cosmos of infinite galaxies. At the turn of the 20th century, the universe was thought to be synonymous with the Milky Way. Nebulae were considered clouds of dust and gas within our system. Distances were matters of speculation, not measurement. Hubble was an unlikely astronomer. He was a scholar and a heavyweight contender athlete who eventually returned to astronomy, believing it truly mattered more than a career in law. Hubble also served as a soldier and officer in World War I, enlisting in the infantry in 1917. He returned from Europe with a distinctly British manner, wearing a cape and carrying a cane. Hubble's weapon of choice was the 100-inch Hooker telescope at Mount Wilson. With a 100-inch glass primary mirror, it offered the highest resolving power on Earth in 1919. The breakthrough came in 1923. Hubble resolved the outer arms of M31 into individual stars and identified a Cepheid variable star. This proved that M31 was a remote stellar system, a galaxy separate from our own. Hubble used the period luminosity relation of Cepheid variables as a standard candle to measure cosmic distances. Using this method, he calculated Andromeda was about 900,000 light-years away, shattering the boundaries of the Milky Way. To bring order to chaos, Hubble created the Hubble tuning fork diagram, a descriptive classification system for galaxies ranging from elliptical to normal and barred spirals. In 1929, Hubble discovered the shift to red, or redshift, a manifestation of the Doppler effect. This meant that almost every galaxy he observed was receding, indicating the universe is fleeing in all directions. Hubble's law, expressed as V equals h0d, demonstrates a linear relationship. The farther away a galaxy is, the faster it recedes, at a rate of approximately 500 kilometers per second per million parsecs. The implications of Hubble's findings were significant. The logic suggests an expanding universe must have once been smaller, denser, and hotter. These observations forced Einstein to abandon his, quote, cosmological constant and accept a dynamic universe. Hubble famously said, equipped with his five senses, man explores the universe around him and calls the adventure science. He believed science is the one human activity that is truly progressive. Hubble's work was interrupted in 1942 when he left Mount Wilson for war work. He applied the rigor of physics to exterior ballistics, receiving the Medal of Merit in 1946 for his contributions. Hubble helped design the 200-inch Hale telescope. Tragically, he died in 1953. Before he could fully use it, his spirit remained, expressing the hope to find something unexpected. Hubble's legacy is the infinite horizon, moving us from a small island universe to a cosmos of billions of galaxies. As he stated, the search will continue. The urge is older than history. This timeline highlights Edwin Hubble's journey, from his foundation as a pioneer to becoming the architect of the modern cosmos, proving the universe is expanding through his use of the 100-inch Hooker telescope. Hubble's scientific legacy is a timeline of discovery, defining the cosmos between 1920 and 1929 and refining cosmology and philosophy thereafter, including the confirmation of isolated systems, the tuning fork diagram, and the proof of an expanding universe.